Today, FIFA unites more than 200 national football associations. The FIFA World Cup attracts billions of viewers around the globe. Every professional footballer dreams of lifting the most prestigious trophy in the sport. But more than a century ago, FIFA was nothing more than a small organization founded by just a handful of European countries in a modest office in Paris. How did it become the most influential football organization in the world? Today, we'll trace the complete history of FIFA, from its foundation in 1904 to the present day. If you enjoy videos about history and football, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and let's get started. By the end of the 19th century, football was spreading rapidly across Europe. What had started as an English game quickly reached France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Denmark, and many other countries. But there was one major problem. Despite football's growing popularity, there was no international organization responsible for governing the sport. Every country had its own football association and managed the game independently. To make matters even more complicated, some rules of the game were interpreted differently from one country to another. Even organizing international matches became a challenge. Football associations had to negotiate almost everything, from the rules and referees to the official recognition of match results. As football continued to grow, it became increasingly clear that the sport needed a single international authority. Someone had to unite national associations, establish common rules for international competition, and promote football around the world. That organization would soon become FIFA. On May 21st, 1904, representatives from 7 countries gathered in Paris. It was there that FIFA, the Fédération Internationale de Football Association, was officially founded. The founding members were France, Belgium, Denmark, the Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. Interestingly, England, the birthplace of modern football, initially refused to join. The British believed they were perfectly capable of managing football on their own. During its early years, FIFA remained a very small organization. Its primary goal was simply to organize international matches under a common set of rules. A true turning point came in 1921. At the FIFA Congress, French sports administrator Jules Rimet was elected president. By then, FIFA had already existed for nearly 20 years. But under Rimet's leadership, the organization began transforming into a global football power. Jules Rimet firmly believed that football could unite people regardless of nationality, politics, or social background. It was Rimet who proposed the idea of creating a standalone World Cup. After years of debate, Jules Rimet's vision finally gained support. In May 1928, delegates at the FIFA Congress in Amsterdam voted to establish an official World Football Championship. The decision would change football forever. Soon afterward, it was announced that the inaugural FIFA World Cup would be held in Uruguay in 1930. Uruguay was chosen not only because it was the reigning 2-time Olympic football champion, but also because it agreed to cover the accommodation costs for participating teams and help finance their long journey across the Atlantic Ocean. However, the organizers faced an unexpected problem. Most European teams refused to travel to South America. The journey by ship took nearly 2 weeks while Europe was still dealing with the aftermath of World War I and the beginning of the Great Depression. As a result, only 13 national teams participated in the very first FIFA World Cup. No one could have imagined that decades later the tournament would become the world's biggest sporting event, and FIFA, the most influential football organization on earth. And if you haven't watched our video about the very first World Cup in Uruguay yet, be sure to check it out. We cover many fascinating details. World War II dealt a severe blow to international football. The World Cups scheduled for 1942 and 1946 were canceled. Europe lay in ruins, many countries were focused on rebuilding, and international sporting relationships had to be re-established almost from scratch. But FIFA managed to preserve the idea of a global football tournament. In 1950, the World Cup finally returned. The tournament was held in Brazil and symbolized a new era for both FIFA and world football. The decisive match between Brazil and Uruguay at the Maracanã Stadium attracted, according to some estimates, nearly 200,000 spectators. Uruguay's dramatic 2-1 victory became one of the most unforgettable moments in football history. Following the war, FIFA expanded rapidly. Newly independent nations from Asia, Africa, and other regions joined the organization. Football gradually evolved from a sport largely governed by European countries into a truly global game. While only 7 associations founded FIFA in 1904, by the end of the 20th century, the organization included almost every football playing nation in the world. During these post war decades, FIFA transformed from a European governing body into a truly global institution. In 1974, João Havelange became FIFA president. Under his leadership, FIFA evolved into a major commercial organization. Global sponsors began investing in football. Companies such as Coca-Cola and Adidas signed long-term partnerships with FIFA. Youth and Women's World Cups were introduced. Television broadcasts brought football into homes across every continent. As a result, FIFA's revenues grew dramatically. By the late 20th and early 21st centuries, FIFA continued expanding. The World Cup was hosted in Asia for the first time and later arrived in Africa in 2010. But alongside its rapid growth came serious challenges. In 2015, FIFA became the center of the largest corruption scandal in its history. Dozens of senior officials were arrested. Soon afterward, FIFA President Joseph Blatter left office. The organization then launched a series of major reforms aimed at improving transparency and governance. Today, FIFA consists of 211 national football associations, more than the number of member states in the United Nations. The organization oversees dozens of international competitions. The FIFA World Cup remained the most popular sporting event on the planet. Beginning with the 2026 tournament, the World Cup expanded from 32 to 48 participating national teams. What began as a small organization founded by 7 countries in Paris has become the institution that shapes the future of world football. When a small group of people signed the documents creating a new football organization in 1904, no one could have imagined what it would become more than a century later. Today, FIFA organizes the world's biggest football tournaments, while the FIFA World Cup unites billions of fans across every continent. Yet it all began with a small meeting in Paris and a simple idea: to unite football under one set of rules. History is full of stories that shape the world we live in today. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And stay tuned, another story is coming soon.